We are getting a better look at the aftermath of the deadly tornado outbreak that tore through several states over the weekend.
We now know that there was a total of 59 tornadoes. That was between Friday and Saturday alone.
Yeah, one of the states hardest hit, Arkansas. Right now, the Texas Baptist Men stepping in to help.
Suzanne Bruner live there this morning at their headquarters. Suzanne, you've been out there before. This organization always lending a helping hand to those in need. They've got a great system.
They really do have a great system in place, Kara and Mark. Good morning to you. You know, Texas Baptist Men, they already have a team in Little Rock right now, and they are gearing up to send another group out there today. You can see behind me here at the headquarters, volunteers starting to trickle in there, and they're going to be leaving with one of its kitchen units as well as 2 chainsaw units. And once they arrive to Arkansas, they're going to start handing out over 3,000 meals. They do expect that number to grow. Their chainsaw team will help cut up down trees. Another unit will offer displaced residents with showers and a spot to do their laundry. And then there's a team that will hand out boxes for people to use to sort through debris and find those personal possessions. But look at the damage here. This is what many Arkansans are waking up to this morning after a tornado moved through parts of the state Friday. The Little Rock Metro in particular dealing with downed power lines, destroyed homes, and many families left without power. Because a tornado touched down in the city, a spokesman for Texas Baptist Men told us the need is even greater.
One of the biggest challenges there is just the sheer number of work, of repairs that need to be happening in a small amount of space. It's like in Mississippi, it's all spread out, but we have such a concentration of people and damaged homes and downed trees that we need to start working on.
And that's why the work Texas Baptist Men does is so important. Folks who've lost their homes, transportation, everyday essentials will get that help from volunteers in their own neighborhood. I do want to add, though, that before coming to WFAA, I did spend the last 8 years in Arkansas where I have covered tornado damage, and I've seen firsthand the impact this kind of help has in these communities. It's huge, not having to worry about where your next meal comes from, who's going to clear the debris out of your home, in front of your home. This helps so much, and it helps people focus on their families and plans to rebuild. In the meantime, I'm going to send things to meteorologist Mariel Ruiz, who is tracking the potential for severe weather this week. Mariel.
Yeah, and like Suzanne, before coming to Dallas, I was in Austin, but before that, I spent a few years in Little Rock, Arkansas, where I too tracked tornado coverage and blizzards there and tropical systems, but I've never seen the community of Little Rock be hit so hard. Family and friends still there, aunt and uncles, they're fine, but still the rebuilding now happens. And look at this. These are the storm reports from Friday into Saturday. Now, like we mentioned, over 50 tornadoes were reported, but the National Weather Service is now out and doing surveys, still ongoing. So far, they have confirmed 1 EF4, 3 EF3s, 7 EF2s, 9 EF1s, and 8 EF0s. And unfortunately, this area was actually coming up to that Friday afternoon. It was a double high risk area. We talk about the levels of severity, and a 5 out of 5 for 2 areas. That's something that hasn't happened since 2014. So incredibly active scenario. And what's going on now is that we have a little cluster of storms still ongoing, causing some strong storms across portions of Mississippi. But tomorrow, those heavy hit areas are under the potential for some strong storms again. Little Rock, Arkansas, under that enhanced risk level 3 out of 5, and areas of Iowa, northern Missouri, and Illinois once again in a level 4. And this all happens late Tuesday into Wednesday, where this really scattered, isolated storms begin to move into a very, very unstable atmosphere, unfortunately causing the threat for severe weather. Yet again, it's going to be an active week across the country, Kara.